right, well, real quick, I do want to talk to you really quick about this goal setting. In 1979, Harvard, now I did not go to Harvard, but I have some friends that did. It was not really ever one of my goals. That's okay. Not really a big deal. I didn't need to go to Harvard to learn business. My grandpa started teaching me at 8 years old. So I was thankful for that, especially since I didn't really have a good leadership as far as my parents went. But at least I had leadership somewhere. Can you all maybe relate to that? Mm-hmm. Maybe you didn't have good leadership in your core group of your family, but you had someone that was a good leader somewhere in your family or in your friends, right?
Yeah.
So Harvard did a study for a class of MBA program students. They've asked, have you set clear written goals for your future and made plans to accomplish them? Here's what the study revealed. 3% in the class had written down their goals and their plans. Listen, 13% of them had unwritten goals, and 84% had no goals at all.
Whoa.
That's a lot. It's kind of sad, right? Like, what is wrong with these people? Well, check it out. This is the best part. 10 years later, 3% of the individuals with written goals had a higher net worth than the other 97% combined. To be exact, the 13% with the unwritten goals earned twice as much as the 84% with no goals. Even more incredible, the 3% with written goals and plans earned 10 times as much as the others all put together. How important? Now, who in here, raise your hand if you want to make a lot of money. Boom. That's what I'm saying. Now, can you all agree that all of life isn't about making money?
No. Right.
All right. Well, it isn't, because all of life there's a lot about other things that are more important. However, making money is a huge important thing because guess what? You can't really do everything you want to do and help everyone you want to help if you're not making a lot of money. Right?
Right.
So, wouldn't you like to be in those top 3% that made 10 times more than everyone else?
Yes.
Because they wrote their goals down. They made a plan. They were specific about their goals. Now, there's a quote. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think that you're not. Let this set for a minute. It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think that you're not. Who has a goal and they think that maybe they couldn't accomplish it? You have a goal or you have a dream, but you don't think that maybe you can accomplish it because maybe you don't think you're good enough. So how do you feel about your self-worth? Do you value what you believe in?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Do you believe in yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you do positive talk?
Yes.
Do you speak positive to yourself?
Yes.
Okay, one thing about writing your goals down, another thing you got to do is you got to speak those goals. What you speak about, you bring about, right?
Right.
Exactly. You need to manifest what you want in life. The only way I could have ever beat cancer, which by the way I'm still fighting, I'm still on chemo every day. I have a huge goal to stop it one day, to be off of it, but it's not my will, it's God's will. I'm not going to get religious or spiritual on you, but that's what I believe, and that's what helps get me through everything.
Amen.
However, I have a goal to be off of it. Do I have an end date? I always set an end date. My next goal is 6 months. And if that doesn't happen, I reset it to a year. Am I going to let it defeat me? No. When you accomplish a goal too, a big thing is when you accomplish that goal, you need to make sure you have another one lined up before you even accomplish it. If you don't, then you'll just get in a dead spot and then you're like, oh shoot, what am I going to do? And then you lose momentum. When accomplishing and striving for your goal, just working towards it, momentum is your best friend. That means you're picking up more speed. Good things are happening, good things are happening, good things are happening. And more good things happen, okay? So momentum's your best friend. Now, chase your dream to find out what is your best. Do you know what the best, like how good you really are? What is the best that you could ever do? Do you know that? You think you know? Let's check it out. When I got diagnosed with cancer, I thought I was strong. I had no idea how strong I really was. Not at all. And I wouldn't know for a couple years because every day I had to be stronger and get stronger. And even now, I still got to be stronger. So do I know how strong still that I really am? No, but at this rate, I have a good idea after everything I've been through. But you don't know how good you really are and what your best really is until you really chase it. Really chase it. That means when you get out of here, you're not going to let anyone tell you no. You're not going to let people tell you no, you can't do something. Like, people told me, oh, you're never going to walk on a runway. Really? Oh, I love rubbing it in their face now. It's fun. Because guess what? People are going to tell you no. They're going to tell you you're not good enough. They're going to tell you you can never make it. People told me I would not beat pancreatic cancer. Some people didn't think that I would even survive 5 years, much less a year. Just because it's so deadly. Doctors told me I only had 3 months. Doctors told me I only had 6 months. Doctors stopped telling me what to do because they figured out they didn't have an answer. So now, no one dictates how long I really am going to be here. And in my humble opinion, I'm going to be here for quite a long time. So, the importance of manifesting your goal is just that. The reason why, a big reason why I'm still here, not only is because of God, but because when I first got diagnosed, I decided to visualize where the cancer was and just imagine it shrinking and visualize it shrinking. Saying it was going to shrink. It was going to shrink. And you're dying. You're shrinking. The tumor. Just visualizing it, manifesting it, speaking it out loud. When you write your goals down, you don't just write them down and put them away. You can. You'll still get kind of far with it. But to really be powerful about it, you need to write down your goals. You need to have them on your mirror in your bathroom. If you're a woman, you might want to write it in lipstick on your mirror. If you do that, you might want to have even a copy of it in your car. So when you're driving in your car, you have it every day. It's right in front of you. And you want to speak it out loud. People might think you're crazy, but do it in your own privacy. Speak out your goal in the morning. Speak it out at lunchtime and speak it out before you go to bed. And speak who you want to be, not who you are. Because it doesn't matter who you are. It matters where you're going. Right?
Right.
Can you all agree with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Because will you agree that who you are now is nowhere near where you want to be?
Amen. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, are you all going to strive harder?
Yes. Yes.
And really believe in yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, a big part of it, yeah, you want to have small dreams and goals. But for instance, I already told you about my car I want, like a couple cars. Well, I also want to make enough money that I can have 4 times the amount of what I make. I can take 4 times of it more and give it and help people to children and orphans. Now, how am I going to do that? With a plan, a strategic plan. But that plan, even though if I have a plan, I need to have a vehicle, right?
Right.
So what's going to be your vehicle? Being an entrepreneur is a really good thing. In school, sometimes they don't teach that anymore. They teach, being an entrepreneur is bad. Small business is not good. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I support local business, small businesses. I'm part of Jack's Pack, which is a downtown group of business owners and merchants in downtown. And we're trying to build downtown Jackson even bigger and better with not only their artistic and creative innovations, but also with their businesses. I'm also part of the LaVillans, which is an awesome group of people. They're some of my closest friends and family, which, by the way, your friends can be your family instead of just your family being your family, especially if you don't really have a lot of family that's close to you. Your friends become your family. Ramaya's my family. She's my sister from a different mister. It's all good. So you can take your friends and your family and help share your goals and dreams with people that are really your friends. If they're really your friends, they'll believe it, number one. Number two, the people that are in the LaVillans, they're actually an artistic community that are growing the arts and performing arts and things like that in the community. And they're either from Jacksonville or in Jacksonville doing this. And so one thing is to get involved with people that are like-minded to where you're going. Get involved with people that are focused on where you want to go. And be around those people. Be around positive people. So much time is left. All right. Going to stop in a second. But you want to have audacious dreams and goals. Like one of my goals, would you all agree, even if you don't like Oprah, that she's a powerhouse?
Yes, she is. She is.
She's like Queen of America. It's ridiculous. I will say, when I did Love Town USA, I don't know if you've ever seen like anything like this, but literally when she came out, people were freaking out. They were like crying. Have you ever been that excited about someone? Maybe you saw them in person and you've been wanting to meet them forever and you're like, so excited. Yeah? Like they were freaking out literally like she was Queen of America. I don't want to be Queen of America. That's not my goal. My audacious goal though, my audacious goal though is to have a nationally syndicated daytime talk show, which is the cross between Oprah and Ellen. Oprah because she's so motivational and she's intellectual and she helps a lot of people. But Ellen because she's hilarious, just saying. She's really fun. She brings on musicians all the time, comedians all the time, and she likes to have fun with it. She is a comedian. So that's my dream. Will I ever accomplish it? I don't know, but I'm working on it. Will I ever get to be as rich as Oprah? Only one can hope so, but probably not. But will I set a goal to do that so I can just give back like 90% of that money? Yeah, why not? There's an old saying, they say, you can shoot for the moon and you may not reach it, but you might at least fall among the stars. Now, it doesn't matter if you hit that huge goal. You won't ever accomplish it, though, if you don't set it, right?
Right.
You might get really close, though, and that's really cool. And even if you don't accomplish it, that's all right. You got really close. But do you think you'll ever accomplish it if you don't write it down or you don't speak it?
Nope.
Another big thing is having an emotional touch to it. You need to have an emotional connection to that dream and goal. So guess what I went and did about that car, that Audi S5? A few weeks later, went straight to that dealership. And I said, excuse me, I know I don't look like I could buy this car right now. And no, I can't buy this car right now. But the only way I'm going to get it is if I test drive it. And I know for a fact that I want it. And oh, let me tell you, love it. So I got to test drive it. I made that emotional connection. I can now see myself in it. I know what it feels like to drive it. I know what it feels like to be that cool in it. I know what it feels like to just sit inside of it, feel the gas pedal, feel that engine roaring under the motor, and how fast you can go in it. Whoa, I cannot wait to get on the racetrack. But I made an emotional connection to it. So not only do I have pictures of it, I have it written down, I speak it every day, but I also now really, really have a connection. I've touched it, I've seen it, I have kind of tasted it in a way from test driving it. But all of your senses you want to utilize for that dream and goal. All right? So focus on the harvest. I know, do any of you have like a background as far as farms? Maybe not. I didn't think so, but I had to ask, right? Y'all are like, do we look like farmers? No, you don't. But I have to ask, because what's an important thing about growing vegetables?
You plant.
You gotta plant seeds, right? All right, so what's an important thing about growing vegetables? Ladies?
You plant them in good soil.
You gotta have good soil, you gotta plant seeds, you gotta water them, right? Yeah, you have to have all the elements, everything you need. And then you gotta reap from that